into Uploader here, and I'm making a new series of videos about IGCSE question papers. And this video is about question paper 2 for 2003 June paper. Okay, so I'll probably only be doing one question per video. So let's start with question 1. Write in order of size, smallest first, which means we have to write out of these three values, we have to write which one is smallest. And if they were all in the same form, like decimal or percentage or fractions, we could do this. But what we have to do is we have to convert them into one of these values. You can convert it into fraction or percentage or decimal. And fraction may be the hardest because you have to find a common denominator to compare them. So we'd either do percentage or decimal, and I'm going to be doing decimal because I just find that easier. Now 0.049 is already in decimal form, and it has 3 decimal points. So let's just remember it as 3 decimal points. I'm sorry, that's so poorly written. That's 3 decimal points. 3 decimal points. So let's first do 5 over 98 and convert that into decimal. So 5 over 98. To convert that into decimal, we have to divide 5 by 98. Divide the numerator by the denominator. Divided by 98. And I'm going to put a waste time doing that because you're allowed a calculator in IGCSE. So I'm going to take out my calculator and do 5 divided by 98. And that gives us this huge jumble of numbers, 0.51, 0.2, 0.4. But remember that we said it was 3 decimal points. So let's just take 3 decimal points. That's just 3 points after the decimal. So 1, 2, 3, 0, 5, 1. 0.051. So let's just put this back here. And this is equal to 0.051. And we're done with this. Now let's move to 5%. Now 5%, you probably know, can be written if you're trying to convert a percentage into decimal as 5 over 100. And what we do is we just move the decimal point, which is here now, 2 spaces. So this is basically 5.0, and then we move it 2 spaces, 1, 2, and that gives us 0.050. And now we have all our values in decimal point, and now we can compare them. So I'm just going to write them again over here. 0.049. And then we also have 0.051. And we have 0.050. I'm writing it in colors so you don't get confused, hopefully. So what we first do is we look at the tens place, and that's the place over here. After the decimal, we look at the tens place. And they're all zeros, so we can't really compare them. So let's go over the hundreds place, that's here. And 5 over 98 and 5%, when they're in decimal form, they both have 5. So we can't compare them because 5 is equal to 5. But 0.49, it's 4. And 4 is less than 5. Which means that this number is the smallest number. So we can write that first. So we write 0.049. Now let's move over to the thousands place. It's over here. Now, they're different numbers, so we know 1 it has to be smaller. Now, this is 0.051, and this is 0.050. So they're very close values. But this one is smaller, because 1 is greater than 0. Which means this is smaller. Which means 5% is less than 5 over 98. So let's just write those two values. 5%. This would be 5 over 98. And that's all. I hope I didn't confuse you. And I'll be doing the next question in the next video. See you then.